Johnny B here, aka Kollector, for the purposes of this here stream. Kollector, the Hordarian, that is. Um, I came up with that nickname to basically speak to my love of 80s weird, funny sounding barbarian names. And I do happen to be a collector, so there's a sort of a double entendre in that. As you can see, all the Funko Pops and what have you. I collect movies, video games, figures, etc. So if it's cool, I like it, I collect it, to each his own. Anyhow, so for tonight, look, I sit on things for a while. I love getting packages in the mail. I mean, who doesn't, right? It's little mysterious, gifts, essentially. Sometimes more boring, mundane kind of stuff, uh, staples or shampoo or whatever. But I, being a geek and a collector at that, I like to order stuff from different kinds of websites, several of which I've featured here. Anything from like Cavity Colors to limited run games. To, I mean, it could be, oh gosh, I'm trying to think of some. New Wave Toys, I've opened stuff from them. What's the, of course I'm blanking on it now, but the custom fig hip hop guys out of the UK, Trap Toys, of course, how could I forget? So anyways, the feeling is just, let me amass a bunch of packages and just open them in one fell swoop, just to kind of make it a little exciting. That spirit of uncovering little cool geeky mysteries, So it's fun for me to do that, and hopefully fun for you to discover that along with me, because I often forget what I ordered because it's been a while. I often sit on these for a while, thereby adding to the surprise. Sometimes I'll figure it out, because it's within a month or two. But with like limited run games, their business model is that they get pre-orders for games, and then you order them well ahead of time, well ahead of them producing them, and you wait several months. And some people are kind of surprised about that, and complain, but then they've gotten better about it. They've shortened their times. They found ways to make it more streamlined. So that's good. They've listened to their customers, but that's one thing you got to understand about limited run games and some of these other collectible, limited print, like Strictly Limited. That's another one. I think First Press Run, and just all these different types of boutique collectible contemporary video game labels. That's just kind of how they do things. So anyways, I'm yammering on. I have a bunch of packages to go through, as one does, and I'm just going to start with this one that actually came today. I do have a good sense of what this is. This is from Full Moon Features. I've featured them on here before. This is most likely a box set. I can't recall which one though. It's one of those things where it's like a late night, and maybe a Facebook ad, maybe something pointed me in the direction. It's like, hey, we're having a sale, and how can I resist a sale, especially when it's on cool stuff that I already like and would probably buy anyway. So let's have a look-see at this here box set. Okay, so not a box set per se, but just a bunch of movies, cellophane wrapped together. It's weird though. It does have a box set kind of flap here, signed by Charles Band, I think is the dude that owns Full Moon Features. So yeah, numbered out of 200. This is the Full Moon Strange Invaders and Unknown Worlds collection. The first one on here I'm very curious about. I really want to see this flick. It's called Shrunken Heads. And I want to say it's out of the 90s. And from what I recall from seeing the trailer, some innocent little 90s kids like get gunned down. Like already starting off pretty dark. And then they come back as spirits, as like these shrunken heads. I guess there's some kind of witch doctor magic that somehow gets involved. And they're like disembodied, ghostly, shrunken heads flying around and like causing havoc. And it just sounds like bonkers as hell. And I'm all about that. So sign me up. Some of the other films included in this, Robot Wars, Shadow Zone Remastered, The Resonator, Attack of the 50-Foot Cam Girl, Crash, The Daytime Ended, End of the World, Island of the Fishmen. That sounds very, gosh, what's his name? Cthulhu and all that. Lovecraft, very Lovecraftian. And then Giantess. So, I don't know, it just seemed like a whole lot of schlocky fun, which Full Moon features are very much known for, especially one of that Shrunken Heads. So, and then a nice little bonus, with the SIG there. So that's pretty cool. All right, so let's move on to the next thing. I'm gonna open this little guy. This is from Woot, which is a subsidiary of Amazon, so owned by Amazon. It was its own thing, and I think Amazon just acquired them. And it's weird. I'm looking for a flap here. Okay, I'll just use this in. And so they were their own deal website, and then Amazon's like, we want in on that action. So Amazon purchased Woot, and they'll have daily deals. I bought another copy of this, Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, so I could keep one sealed, because that's the collector's mentality. You get one to play, one to display, and one just in case, essentially. No hard and fast rules about that, of course, but now this is interesting. This one is, I don't know if you can kind of see that, but it says Middle East. So, but they print these games with like, multi-language and whatnot, and they can offer them up on the cheap, and I think I got this for $30 or less, so I was pretty happy about that. I just wanted a copy to be able to play and one to collect, so there you go. Alright, let's see what we got here. Let's get this guy in the Amazon box, although this is not Amazon. I want to say this is something from eBay, and I don't remember what, if anything, I ordered from eBay more recently. I'm about to find out. Get my trusty Kollector blade here. No Kollector can do without. Oh, interesting. I thought I had already opened this. Maybe I ordered 2 copies. I don't even know anymore, man. But this is Ariada of Spirits. This was kind of an impulse buy. I think I saw it on sale digitally, and so I picked it up there. It just seemed like a really cool retro action adventure, like RPG kind of game, which is right up my alley. I love the cutesy art style. It's very sort of 16-bit. Very much the SNES or Super Nintendo is one of my all-time favorite systems, and I love how they kind of did the box art in that style. Yeah, this is like a collector's edition. Not sure exactly what it comes with here. It's not listed, but oh wait, the original soundtrack, the steelbook, and then the standard edition of Ariada of Spirits. So and a poster. Super cool. So yeah, I'll maybe be checking that out and playing through that at a future Retronathan stream. Alright, since I have this in my hand, I'm just going to go with this tall glass of water here. I think this is from Shout Factory, pre-order, which when you order early from them, they often include a poster of what you're ordering, because it's usually they retain the services of an artist to redo the cover of the film on the case, and then they give you a nice little poster of that very same artwork. So here we have the Night of the Creeps. Okay, not sure, and this might be a double-sided poster. You've got the OG, the original Night of the Creeps, which I prefer to this. This is a very cool, don't get me wrong, this is a cool image. This is like, I guess, you know, more evoking a 50s sci-fi horror type of feel, which makes sense if you've seen Night of the Creeps. It starts out in the 50s. It's a wonderful film, a 80s classic. It's got a lot going on. I mean, you got little alien slug creatures. You've got zombie aliens. You got Rusty from National Lampoon's European Vacation. And then this guy, and I'm blanking on his name. Oh, look. First off, let me show you that. So they have this slip cover of that 50 sci-fi horror looking thing. And then that's one of the aliens featured in the flick, which it's awesome to say the least. And here's the classic slip cover. Got this in 4K. This is going to look crispy clean. Can't wait to watch this. I'm going to watch it this Halloween, I think, with the fam. With this particular order, too, I went ahead and got... They had a new figure of Detective Ray Cameron. It's from a dream sequence in the movie. Check that out. Pretty dope. Got his signature cop shades on. This will match nicely with the one that I have already of him. In a different outfit, a more classic detective outfit. Actually signed by the actor who played him. And I'm blanking on his name right now. I'm terrible with names anyway, but met that guy at the Mad Monster Party. Super nice guy. Was very kind to my daughter, who had no idea who he was, but she's going to find out soon enough when we check out the flick this Halloween. Okay, let me bring some more boxes and such this way. I'm going to open this guy. This might be something mundane. Oh, hello. This was also from Woot. I've forgotten about this. So this is a Joy-Con Comfort Grip. Zelda style. Love me some Zelda. So this was like all of like $7. So I said, why not? You know, it's otherwise just a piece of plastic hanging around unclaimed in a factory somewhere, when I know that I could make some use of that, because I love my Switch, one of the all-time greatest systems ever. Still banging after, what is it, about 8 years going strong now, which I know we have the Switch 2 around the corner. Definitely looking forward to that as well. And backwards compatible for the win. Alright, so I mentioned LRG earlier, or Limited Run Games. They have this new thing now called The Vault, where they will feature games that they've sold before and supposedly sold out of, but it's not that they sell out. They have to set aside some games for their retail store that's in Cary, North Carolina. They also have games that they create extras of, in case there's issues with people's orders, damaged games and missing in the mail games, etc., etc. So these are like going through all the last remaining stock, and they sell it at the original price, which is great. So you're not paying eBay inflated prices. So let's see what I picked up from the LRG warehouse. So we've got, ooh, this has got a little shine to it. TMNT Shredder's Revenge Ultimate Edition. This has all the DLC included. Love that cartoony, colorful cover art that just pops. This game is just amazing. It is such a throwback to the OG TMNT 4-player game that Konami put out. This is by .emu. Tribute, I think it's the developer, it says here. And they just did a wonderful job. I mean, it's a really good throwback with some, some upgrades that kind of updated a bit. A lot of, they have many characters in the roster to choose from that you can play as, which I think is a really cool thing to do. That's what the DLC was anyways. I've also got here, this is like a convention exclusive cover of the latest Contra game. Very cool looking, very anime-esque. Love that cover. And this game seems like a nice throwback to the original Contra games. One of my favorite versions of those, of course, was on the SNES, Contra 3, The Alien Wars. A phenomenal game, great soundtrack, just everything about it. It's very cinematic. It's an action platformer, but it has weird kind of, overhead view, dungeon shooter kind of levels, and all kinds of crazy, wacky bosses and such that Contra's known for, and that's why I just absolutely love it. Next we got Lollipop Chainsaw Repop. This is a convention exclusive cover, which I think is just dynamite. It's just so rock and roll meets horror, and I'm here for it. Can't wait to play this game. I hear it kind of chugs on the Switch, though, unfortunately. So I do believe I bought it for the PS5 as well, so probably play it on there. And speaking of PlayStation, this here is a throwback for sure. Tomba Special Edition. This is a re-release, and I think they touched it up, the graphics and everything for modern sensibilities. But a masterful action platformer with a sense of humor. It's cute, it's colorful, it's inventive. Whoopee Cushion, or Whoopee Camp, was the name of the small little company that cranked this out back in the day, and I believe it was Capcom / Konami programmers that joined forces to make that absolute banger of a classic. It's a lot of fun. I definitely recommend checking out Tomba. Now we need to get the sequel, which I'm sure they're working on. 'Cause you can't just kind of do that. Just drop the first one. I mean, there's two. They're both great games. It's like, let's go. All right. What else we got here? All right. This one's going to be a little underwhelming. I know exactly what this is. I was kind of kicking myself after the fact because I didn't know. I ordered from Five Below online because I kind of panicked. I figured these would be like sort of limited edition, and you just never know with these kind of things. I mean, they could be so niche that you're the only one that really likes them. Then again, you could be in competition with the other people that like pickle stuff. So I ordered a bunch of these Clausen pickle flavored jelly beans. What can I say? I like pickle, the whole dill, briny, vinegary, and I don't mind sweet. I don't like sweet pickles, but pickle flavor like sweets, I'm okay with. Like, I've had pickle cotton candy, pickle gummies. More recently, I've had the Flamin' Hot Cheeto dill flamin' whatever flavor, and it's a banger. Definitely a fan of those. All right, let's try. Okay, I think I know what this is. This is from Feels So Good, it says. But it is safe for work. This is one of those Facebook ads that spoke to me. I'm a damn sucker sometimes, but I mean, how could I not? This would be a perfect shirt to wear this Father's Day. Dadzilla. And there's the G-Man walking his son. I just thought that was super cute. Love Godzilla. And I love that my son at least has some appreciation of Godzilla since we watched -1 in the theaters. In the theater, he really was just like gobsmacked. And I need to catch him up on some of the classics, and I will. There's just such a crazy long queue for games and movies that I'm constantly navigating. Okay, what do we got here? From Walmart. What could this be? Game? Something. Oh, I forgot I pre-ordered this from Walmart. I'm excited to play this. The Plucky Squire by Devolver Digital. Put up with them. It's I don't really know how to describe it. I think, you know, it has a very storybook kind of quality to it. Very simplistic, cutesy kind of animation. And it's almost like playing like a pop-up book, 3D sort of pop-up book, which just seemed really cool and intriguing to me. So I just kind of bought it unseen. Well, not sight unseen. I did look at like initial videos of the game, and but I'm just like, that seems like my jam. Let's go. All right. Let's see what else we got here. I got a few more to go through, and then I'll call it a night. Let's open this guy next. So this is from Consolidated Returns. So I have no idea what where this truly hails. It says Bayshore, New York, which, ooh, I'm wondering if this is my order. I think this is my order from Canada. There's a video. They have a wonderful retailer out there called Video Games Plus, and yes, this is from them. So I got a Kratos plushie, little Astro to go along with him, super cute. And bought some games from them as well, of course. So this is what held up my order. The Messenger, finally. They reprinted physical copy. These were very hard to come by. I do have an original copy of this game from what was who had put it out originally. It's that, whatever that special version was. I bought this game, just, I have no idea what this is. It just seemed really cool, really original in the art style. It's called Genesis Noir. Just, you know, sort of black and white and hard lines and simple animation. I don't know. It just seemed interesting, and it was on sale. So I said, okay. This here is Bomb Rush Cyberfunk or Punk? Cyberfunk. As I understand it, done by a lot of the same people that worked on Jet Grind Radio or Jet Set Radio Future, which, if anybody that's played it knows, it's a kick-ass game with a kick-ass soundtrack. You're like grinding, you know, you're a rollerblader, but you're also like a graffiti artist, and you got cops after you, and you're doing stunts and rail slides and what have you, and it's a lot of fun. So that's in the same spirit of that, but I think it's more of a combat oriented type of experience. But love the art style. It's like cell shaded, very colorful, like you're playing a cartoon. Love that kind of art style. And lastly, about Gal Guardians Demon Purge. I feel like maybe I do already have this game, but again, I may have wanted to buy another copy so that I could crack it open and play it, and have one to just kind of collect and prospect a little bit, maybe sell or trade down the line. Okay, so that's my Video Game Plus order. Let's see. Where is this from? That's from France. Should I open that next? Maybe I'll save that for last. I have no idea what these are. Okay, this is another one from LRG, or Limited Run Games. Let's do this one. I'll save the French one for last because I have no idea what's going on there. Ooh, yes I do. I think I have some idea. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I bought some kind of weird art house indie game from a French studio. They were putting out some kind of special edition version or something. You know me, special edition, limited edition, collector's edition. I'm often a sucker for those kind of things. Alright, so check this out. This is, what system is this for? I hope I ordered it. Maybe it's for, I think it's for Xbox. Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon Classic Edition. Beautiful big box. Look at that spine. This game is amazing. It oozes 80s like cheesiness and coolness. Just drenched in neon and synth-soaked soundtrack and attitude. It's got it all, man. It's a phenomenal, I guess, reskin of Far Cry 3. It was a DLC originally, I think, but it was its own thing. But super cool. All right, so now let's check this. Whatever this French special. This thing is big, man. Sometimes I don't know. I need to be a little careful. I am going through my collection and trying to, you know, just kind of let go of some things. I always maintain, try to collect within your means and within your space, and you know, only keep it if it brings you joy. If it's out of sight and it's like, you know, collecting dust somewhere, it's probably got to go. Which I know I say that, and I do have a lot in my Harry Potter room, but man, some of these collector's editions, though, man, they gotta chill at how big they make them. I mean, gosh, even this box within the box is pretty darn cool, I must say. I mean, look at the art on there. Let's see. Oh, Dordogne Souvenirs Box Edition. It's almost like a giant, heavy pizza box. And yeah, there's so it's all in here, which looks like sort of a colorful piece of luggage. It's got some, you know, faux stickers on it. Oh wow, this looks like it was, I think I got the album signed, limited edition, signed by Super Naive, who I suppose are the architects of the soundtrack. Check that out. Pretty cool. I love the sparse design of this. It's very aesthetically pleasing. It's very simple, and this is the vibe I got when I, like, you know, just kind of checked out the video for like the game. It just seemed like, I think I want to say it's like watercolors, and it's like just sweetness and adventure, and I'm here for it. Just for like a different, you know, emotional kind of experience. Anyway, I'm gonna fiddle with that later. So I think that about covers it for this evening. If you popped on by live, thanks for dropping in. Appreciate you coming along on this geek loot journey, which I'll keep going as long as I can because I enjoy unboxing in kind of segments where I just kind of amass piles and go through them all at once. It's fun for me. Also catch me same platform with Geeks Like Us on Twitch, where I'll also upload streams to YouTube, our channel on there. Geeks Like Us is, it was started by my friends and colleagues, Doctors Kelly and Cannell. They've been just so busy lately, but I've just been carrying the torch. I'm a geek and I have a platform, and I've been using it to kind of share my wares, of my as collector or playing through retro type of games with Retronathan. So anyway, again, thanks for checking it out, and as I like to say, keep it geeky, and hope to see you at the next one. Peace out.